Hello everyone, I am Yatish Kuril, founder of Yatish ManageMentor Show. I welcome you all to my show. In this show, I normally invite distinguished faculties, successful entrepreneurs, and experts from the industry who speak on best practices used in the companies, share ideas, innovations, research, and insight for the small medium enterprises as well as family managed businesses as well as professional. So today I have guest speaker Bhuvana Shreeram. She is a certified financial planner and financial coach, supporting executives and build substantial personal wealth. Now, welcome, Bhuvana.
Hi, thank you for calling me on your show.
Thank you very much for coming. And
Sure.
can you tell us about yourself?
Okay, so I'm a certified financial planner and a wealth manager. Like you read out, I'm also a financial coach. So I use the coaching methodologies in my financial advisory practice. And I've been in financial services for almost 15 years now, since 2004. 5, I've been in financial services. I worked for companies like the Tatas and the Sundaram, and for a few boutique wealth management companies in Chennai and in Bombay. And I started my own practice in 2016. The name of my company is Plan to Prosper. And in Plan to Prosper, we work predominantly with senior management, salaried executives, and with first generation entrepreneurs who are looking at building substantial personal wealth apart from whatever business valuations that they achieve. Personal wealth creation is the work that I do with them. We work with about 150 odd client families. We're a 5-member team. We work out of Thane. And yeah, so my husband also is in financial services. We have a son who's 13 years old, who's in school and who plays tennis. So that's very quickly about me.
Yep. Thank you very much for sharing your details. Uh, Further, today's show is basically on wealth management. So I have many. There are many people have asked me questions like how to do investment, then manage and maintain investments. Can you tell us about what is exactly like how we can do it? Consider they are like a layman and they don't know anything about the market and where to invest money and increase the wealth.
Okay. So where to invest the money? So for most business owners and for entrepreneurs, their first source of investment is their own business. So I've always heard entrepreneurs come back and say, if I put the money in my business, I get a 30, 40, 50% return, and it's completely in my control, and I'm not subject to any vagaries. That is not something I don't understand. So investing in your own business is usually the number one choice. But I have a point of view that's slightly different, because it's important in the process of wealth creation that you diversify, because you get your primary source of income also from your business, and then you're using the business for wealth creation as well. And if something goes wrong, your income generation as well as your wealth goes down the drain. So creating a wealth portfolio, a personal wealth portfolio that's apart from your business, which is taking some money away as your salary or profits out of your business and putting it away in investment options that are not related to your business. It's smart investment management, because you're diversifying your risks, and you also explore the possibility of earning returns for based on other people's hard work. Right. So investments. If your question is about investment options, for wealth creation for entrepreneurs or for salaried executives, there are a lot of investment options. You could put money in the bank, you could put money in stock markets, you could buy real estate or gold or commodities, or the options are just so many, which keeps all of us in business. So what is suitable to you, of course, will depend on your personal circumstances, what kind of business you have, what kind of cash flows you have, how old you are, what kind of personal goals you have. So where you should be putting money will completely be something that's you'll have to customize a portfolio for yourself that will work well for you, that will help you reach your personal goals. So the options to invest are just a lot. Starting from your bank fixed deposit to LIC policies, to going up to derivative markets, to cryptocurrencies, the options are just so wide.
Okay, so what person should do? What will be the initial stage that what they can do for investment? Like, is it required that they should have a small money, or they should have big, big money? Is there any bracket buckets are there, or they can come up with any kind of money and invest directly like that?
No, so investments you can do recurring deposit with 500 rupees also. No? So there are small saving deposits also. Even people who are working in our houses can start investing. There's no minimum. It's the intention to invest, right? It's more a behavior of putting money away for your future. So more often than not, people forget that there will be a time when you will need money, and it's possible that you will not be earning. So your money has to come from somewhere to keep your lifestyle going, right? So keeping that money away is a habit. So every income that you earn, if you're putting away a percentage of your income towards your own wealth creation, towards your own future and your old age, then that's a habit. So it really does not matter how much money you should have. So whether you're earning 10,000 rupees, you're putting away 20% of it is 2,000 rupees, or you're earning 10 crore rupees, you're putting away 20% of it, which is 2 crore rupees. It really does not matter. How much ever money you have, a percentage of your money should go towards wealth creation, towards your future, and for your own safety and security.
Bhuvana, can you tell us that, for example, any small medium enterprises there, and how will he should try to increase the wealth, and after increasing the wealth, how he can protect it? Because what happens when money is like that, it flows away. So how we can do that like that?
See, one of the biggest things with small, medium entrepreneurs or business owners, for that matter, also is that they don't clearly distinguish their personal money and their company money. It's all one big pool. Whenever they need money for their personal needs, they take it out of the business, and whenever the business needs money, they are okay to break the fixed deposits and take that money and put it in. So it's all one big pool without very clear demarcation as to this is business money, this is personal money. So first things first will be to identify that this is business money used for business expansion, paying of salaries or expenses of bills or whatever. This is personal money meant for my family, for my children, for my wife, for my lifestyle, for my future, right? So having that clear demarcation is step number one. And then number two is also with small, medium entrepreneurs. They don't take away like a regular income out of the business. So if you are contributing to your business in a certain manner, I always ask my entrepreneur clients, if you were to employ another Yatish in your business, right, how much will you pay him? If somebody with the skill sets of you is being employed in your company, what will you pay them as a salary? Right? Can you afford to pay yourself that kind of money, and take some percentage of that money out into your business account, into your personal account, and start investing, spending and investing out of your the money that you're taking away. Otherwise, it's very likely that businesses go in this rotation basis of when money comes they take it, when money does not come they there's no method to it. It gets into audit issues, it gets into a lot of the financial mismanagement is one of the biggest reasons why small medium businesses don't survive, right? So this one discipline, if you can ensure of taking money away from your business in a disciplined manner into your personal account, that will do amazingly well. And after that, your personal money has to be managed like how you would manage your business. Like, have a goal for your personal wealth, have specific timelines for your business wealth. So I keep asking my clients also, right? If it's in your business, how do you go about it? Do you set a goal? Do you have a target for your business? Do you talk to your team about having some kind of a sales target or a profit target? And then does your team come back with recommendations as to, okay, let's do this, go to this market. They come back with recommendations, and then you implement your plan, and then you track whether the whole business plan is working as per your desire, right? But when it comes to personal money, why don't you do that? Why treat it like a stepchild? It's not necessary, right? So treat your personal wealth, assume you are the CEO of your personal wealth, your family's finances, have a goal, and get your team together, get your chart accountant, get your wealth manager, get your your lawyer, get them together, tell them this is my goal, my personal wealth, I want to create this kind of personal wealth, I want to live like this, I want to give like this. So whatever your personal goals are, treat it also like how you treat your business, and then work with specific targets, and so that people are accountable, you're able to meet your milestones, so that you do well both in business and in life. And how do you protect your wealth? So, of course, first step is building the wealth. And protection, there are very many ways to protect your wealth, depending on what are the risks involved, right? So, if the risk involved is that your personal business is linked to your personal wealth, meaning to say, if there is a liability in your personal business, will your personal asset be attached to your personal business? So these are actually a little legally complicated issues, so you might have to consult with a lawyer. The typical examples are when the size of personal wealth becomes quite large. Now you could have trusts for your family, so that you can safeguard that money, to ensure that your family is never ever, family finances, to the family's well-being is never compromised based on the ups and downs of your personal business, right? So that's one way of protecting your business. One of the biggest examples, most common oft repeated example, is the Vijay Mallya Trust. So the Vittal Mallya Trust, where Vijay Mallya, whatever he did with his business, he did, but his personal lifestyle and personal his personal wealth is not compromised, because all that money is lying in the trust, right? So this is one way of protecting your wealth. Otherwise, just your investment, which has to be protected. There are many ways of hedging your business. So it depends on what risk you are trying to protect against. If you're protecting against business risk, then these are some options. And if you're protecting against market risks, then you hedge your portfolios. If you're protecting against just personal risk, right? If something happens to me, then what happens? Then insurances are a great option to protect your risks. So in protecting your wealth, of course, is another huge stream in personal finance, where we talk about risk management in detail. Identify various risks, identify what are options to manage that risk, and then do the cost benefit analysis of every single option, and then choose whatever is the best for you.
Now there is a comments has come just now. Ankit is asking, Ankit Srivastav is
Yes.
asking that, don't you think business plan should be discussed with the financial consultant?
So if it's a personal finance consultant, I don't think they will be able to add too much value into your business plan, right? A business plan has a business consultant, like somebody like Yatish, who works with businessmen to help them build their business, reach their targets, marketing plan or branding plan or whatever. But a financial consultant won't have the capability to help your business grow. They will be focused on what can you do to ensure your personal wealth growth. They're actually two different streams, in like how you have specialists amongst doctors, right? So if you have a ear pain, you don't go to an oncologist, right? So you go to the right person. So for business growth, you go to a business consultant. If it's tax related, you go to chartered accountant. If it's estate related, you go to a lawyer. When it's wealth creation related, you go to a wealth manager or a financial planner who helps put your personal finances together. Does that answer the question?
Yeah, that I think Ankit will tell us after some time.
Okay.
Now can you tell us that, since you have been very long time doing as a financial coach and financial certified financial planner,
Yes.
so how you have tried to make a difference in the life of your clients, and which you can share with the people who are ongoing on the process, since this is a period of COVID-19 pandemic period. So
Okay.
this is and also let us know whether this is the right time to invest or not, like that.
That's a very common question.
Uh,
Okay, so one of the biggest value adds, and I'm very proud of this particular value add that we bring into the stream, is helping people visualize for themselves personal goals, right? And once they know what they want in their personal life, and that money can buy for them, that money is only a tool. It's a means to a larger end. And once that clarity to the larger end is achieved by the clients, then the means are just very easily managed. And we developed something called a 9-step process to wealth creation. So it's called the 9 foolproof steps to 10 crores. So if you want to build wealth that is, 10 crore. It's an aspirational number, right? So there's a method to do it. So clients, when they come to us, they're usually a little confused about what should I do with my money. I don't know how much I'm earning, how much I'm spending, or should I pay off my loan first, or should I put money for my children's education? Is retirement important, or is children's education important? Can I borrow from my EPF to send my children to college, or should I take a loan, right? So there are a lot of these confusions that people come to us specifically for. And also that my net worth is not at all growing. I'm earning, my income is earning every year, but I don't see my wealth earning. Okay, my wealth growing at all. And at some point in time, they also want alternate income sources, right? So all my income is coming only from my salary, and I'm concentrated there. And if something were to happen to my job, then what happens to my family? So these are concerns that people come to us with when it comes to their personal finances, and we help them put this in order. We have a 9-step process. Okay, number one, you do what you do is you put away a 1 lakh rupee cash that you can easily access. That's step number one. That's step number two. We look at all their insurances, how much of life cover they have, how much health cover, how much disability cover, the risk management piece that we were talking about. So we look at all personal risks and we cover them. At step number three, then we're looking at paying off all your non-home related loans. So if you have credit card bills, you have car loans, you have personal loans, all of those loans have to be repaid. And at the next level, at fourth stage, then we're looking at building a 6-month living expenses, every month, monthly living expenses as a corpus that you can access. Because very specifically for business, something like COVID really hit us, right? Saying for a long period of time, for almost 4-5 months, there is no income at all coming in. So for those people who had a 6-month backup, survived. But those who did not have that kind of a backup went down the drain, right? So it was a very clear differentiator or a make or break in how you run your business. If you had that 6-month backup money lying with you, and then you focus on building assets for your retirement, for your wealth creation. Then you focus on step number 7. You focus on building putting money away for your children for their goals, and then you focus on paying off your home loan. Completely pay off your home loan in full. And after that, all the money is available towards wealth creation, personal wealth creation, where you have specific goals, giving plans, you have personal lifestyle goals, or you have travel goals, or you have goals for your children. So you completely focusing all your money and energy and efforts on achieving these goals. That way you can build. And then finally, the last step is having a giving plan. So I've seen a lot of people build a lot of wealth. They have 10 crore, they have 12 crores, 15 crores, doesn't matter. But it's still not a wealthy life. It's not that they're feeling happy about what they've achieved. For them, they will have to they'll have to work on their giving muscles. So knowing what to do with the money that you've worked so hard to accumulate is also a very important part of wealth management. The whole idea of wealth management is not making more and more and more money. Using money as a tool to live a very wealthy life, to live a very satisfying and fulfilling and purposeful life is my personal calling, and that's what I help my clients do. And yeah, that's the difference. So if you want to know what difference I bring in clients' life, so I've seen clients come in with a lot of anxiety. They don't know what they're doing with their money. They're very worried for their families if something were to happen to them. Or children are growing up. They're not very sure of managing those expenses or retirement. They're seeing their parents and their uncles and aunts and all retiring and suffering in 5-6 years. They are extremely worried about, and they also know that their earning span is limited now with the new kind of technology and all. No? So in many industries, your earning span is limited. 15, 20 years, you're doing very well. It's no more 40-year-long careers, right? So you have a very small window of earning. And it's very important to maximize your wealth creation during that very small span. So people come with a lot of fear and anxiety, and once they work with us, there's a lot more calm. They're peaceful. They know what they have to be doing. They're taking steps, towards their goals. At least their goals become clear for them. And once they make steps and they see themselves progressing, then that keeps the motivation going. And then they're giving back, and the approach, the outlook, the attitude, the behaviors, uh, and general happiness levels are a lot better. So I take a lot of pride in the work that I do, and I think we make significant impact in our clients.
Okay, I would like to ask the last question now. Like, what you can say to the people who are watching us or going to see us in future? Like, how and also that is it they can approach to any of the certified financial planner, or is there any specific cap factors are there to be to get to be contacted this kind of people only?
No, so there are different types of financial advisors, right? So you go to the bank RM calls themselves a financial advisor. You know, every insurance agent calls themselves a financial advisor. But if you are looking at professional help, just like in every other aspect of your life, today, nobody goes to the gym and does their own thing, right? They have a personal trainer, a personal dietitian for every aspect of your life, whether it's health or fitness or wealth or every aspect. You have professionals who can help you. It just helps you get there faster without making too many mistakes. So it's a very simple thing, right? So if you have a small headache, you'll just go down there and pick up a Saridon and pop it. But if it's something that's more, if your chest is hurting, then you will go to a doctor, right? You will take that seriously. So when it comes to wealth creation, also, if you're putting money away for your retirement or your wealth creation or for your children, it's a high stake thing. It's your hard earned money, and this is going to ensure that managing this well will will determine what kind of lifestyle you will live upon your in your old age, and what opportunities you'll be able to give your children and all that. So it's a high stake thing, and it's always better to go to and somebody who knows this, who's been doing it, who's professional, who manages this in a certain manner, which is not is not emotionally involved in your life. Like if it's a family, if it's you're taking suggestions from your parents, they will teach you what they know, right? And they are also emotionally involved. So getting a professional help is always recommended for every aspect of your business. Just in business also, right? Getting a mentor like Yatish for your business gives you a perspective, gives you an objective view. So similarly, getting that perspective and view is it will be very critical. And you can ask people around, ask your colleagues around if they're working with a financial advisor. So coming through referral is always a great way, both for the financial advisors and for you, because you always have first-hand information on the experience that their clients have had. Or you could reach out, look at social media, follow somebody for a certain period of time, as to what is the content they're putting out. If they have videos, go and watch it and see if their philosophies are in alignment with your philosophies. Reach out to them, do an exploratory call. Just explore, do something like a discovery, see whether they're a good fit to you, or if you're a good fit to them, and then sign on a financial advisor. There are registered investment advisors, there are mutual fund distributors, there are insurance agents, but identify somebody who can look at all aspects of your financial life holistically, who can look at your goals. So if you're talking to a financial advisor, I have a small tip. um, how many questions is your financial advisor asking you to better understand you, to know what your goals are, what matters most to you, what mistakes you've made, what you want to do better? If they're asking you questions, they are curious, they are interested in you as a person, then you have somebody who you can look at building long-term relationships with. But if you meet somebody and they're immediately launching into a product sales pitch, then it's better to avoid it.
Okay, so in the end, I can say just thank you for coming and sharing your insights.
Yeah.
I think so. This will be benefited to the people who are going to watch the video or watching the video.
Okay. Yeah.
That's all I can say. That,
Sure.
and in future, we may invite you also for some other topic to discuss in this show.
Sure. Thank you,
Yeah,
Yatish. Thank you
yeah,
very much for having me over. Thank you
yeah.
so much.
Thank
Yeah.
you very
Bye.
much. Yeah.
Bye.